My name is Jeff Graham. I'll be turning 60 years old this year. I work in computer software most of my career. Hope to retire in about 5 years. And we've been living a great life in La Jolla, California for the past 27 years. We've had great success with real property in Southern California. And I wanted to look outside of the US for opportunities to invest in real estate. The Algarve looked perfect in terms of the real estate investment options and also as a place that we would like to retire. It's very attractive, and it kind of reminds us of our hometown now, La Jolla. So it was a matter of being able to invest in real property in a safe to invest European location with possible upside, but also a great opportunity to enjoy the time that we are there. We really love living in La Jolla, California. It's a fantastic area. I've developed a strong interest in a lot of water sports and cycling and motorcycling, and Algarve offers a whole lot of those same types of activities. So I am imagining myself in retirement doing a lot of the same activities that I enjoy in La Jolla, being able to do them here. Well, the Golden Visa was particularly of interest because initially the impetus was the investment. Plus, I've always wanted to live in Europe, but the Golden Visa gives you a lot of flexibility. So I think I'm going to retire in 5 years. I might retire before then. If I do, I have the opportunity to live here full time. If I don't, I'm still working towards, I've got residency. I can be here as little as 7 days a year or as much as I want. Now, in terms of doing my research, initially, of course, it was a lot of online research, and that's how I was introduced to GCS. And then a lot of what I found on the GCS site helped me figure out how much I was going to have to invest in what areas, and the Algarve stuck out as a place where you can invest in a residential property at the amount I wanted to invest. It is our intention when we retire here to not just be tourists. We've built up a community of friends and a network in La Jolla. And if we're going to live half a year full-time in the Algarve, we don't want to be just tourists. We'll look for other opportunities to get involved with the community so that we can build, a network of friends and feel as though we're contributing and being a part of the community and not just tourists coming in. And that's actually even better about the Algarve, is that it does attract people from all over the world. And so we are going to have the opportunity to meet all kinds of people. We had an initial call, and I had a lot of questions initially about how the investments worked exactly. They were very clear in answering those questions. And then they asked me about our goals. Very soon after that, they presented a very easy to use list of different properties throughout Portugal that we could invest in. And amazingly, within 2 weeks, I think we had selected a property, and we had put a deposit down within 3 weeks of that first call. Now, one thing that was really interesting during that search process, I had asked, why didn't you show me any properties to the east of Faro, between Faro and Spain? And they said, well, there are some properties, but our lawyers won't approve of them. And I said, that is exactly the kind of service I'm looking for, is, a real estate company that is working with the immigration attorneys, with the business attorneys, who are going to find not only a good property for our objectives, but one that the attorneys believe is a solid, at least a good investment from a legal perspective. We hope it's a good real estate investment, but when Goldcrest was working hand in hand with the attorneys, I thought that was a great service and something maybe that differentiates GCS from other firms where you have to go find your own real estate representation, your own attorney, and they may not be working as closely together. So the difficulties with the bureaucracy, it just takes patience. So I knew going into this, there were going to be bureaucratic delays. I had briefed my wife and daughter who are also Golden Visa applicants. I said, this is going to be a long process. It'll be frustrating at times. And I have to go back and remember my own words and say, yes, Jeff, it's going to be a long process. It may be frustrating at times. And so that's it. Just have to be patient. Well, my future relationship with Goldcrest, it was a great relationship so far because they helped me find this great property. And I would absolutely consider using them again. And if I get bored with my retirement, and maybe I will use them they can find a farm that needs rehabilitation or something, and I can spend my time working on that. One of the challenges, specifically as an American investor, was getting all of our necessary paperwork apostilled. And so my advice to others who live in areas that don't typically use an apostille is look at the requirements ahead of time, be prepared for them, and plan for the extra time it's going to take to get the apostille, whether it's through your State Department or whomever. The property was a great choice for us because we were able to get close to the ocean, which is what we have in La Jolla right now. Wanted to be near the ocean. We were able to get a 2-bedroom, 2-bath at, by Southern California standards, a very, very reasonable price. The facility will have, in addition to the apartments, a hotel, full-service bar, full-service restaurant, multiple pools. So very well appointed and probably a lot of fun. It's also a little bit outside of the town, so it should be quieter than being right in the middle of town. And it will have fantastic views of the ocean and the surrounding area. That's what was most attractive to us. There's a management company that will rent it when we are not there. So we are going to tell them we want to be here these weeks or these months. And if we're not there, it'll be rented if it can be rented. My advice, do your research on the firms in advance. Make sure that you are prepared to be patient for investing abroad. The funny thing is, the investment took a very short amount of time. Found a property, had the deposit down within 3 weeks. But be patient for the rest of it. Getting your paperwork in, getting the application submitted, etc. Patience is going to pay off. I had months and months and months of research and preparation. And when I had decided I wanted to go, I wanted to go. I wanted to go fast. And so I don't know if I explicitly told Alini that. Probably I did. And she was very good about making sure next step, next step, next step. And so, that level of attention has been fantastic for me meeting my objection of moving fast. So move fast through the process. Now I'm waiting. Now I'm waiting for the bureaucracy. But, that was great to have that understanding. I'm not sure everybody gets it, but I felt special in getting that level of service. So, a great experience.